if the Ashworth and Mitchell stuff happens in January, I believe Potter can come in January. I genuinely believe that
Yeah,
because what's the point in keeping my man? There's a 2 week break in Jan. What's the point in keeping this manager past that? He ain't got long left on his record on his contract anyway. So it's like,
yeah,
bro, just get all the new man them in so they can start plotting together. Because no doubt they would have all been speaking to Potter already. Like, there's
hundred
no doubt
percent,
about it. These men are probably all linked up together already, had a beer and that in the back garden. Like, you know what I mean? Off the record. Them men have
hundred
already
percent
done
off.
that.
That's facts. That's true.
Them
I
men have
think
already done that.
that's true. I think if they got any ambition of keeping the top four spot, then they'll just get rid of him and say, let's start
Mhm.
fresh. Let's give him time. You know what I mean? Let's have that 2 week break, like you said, bring Potter in and then just get the players in, get 1 or 2 players that he needs. But besides that, to be honest, if it can just time itself right where he comes back and a lot of
Mhm.
the players are coming back from injury and then you bring in 1 or 2 in the January transfer window,
Yeah.
he could have something to work with to actually really go and get that top four spot.
I honestly think, yeah, without recruiting, just a new manager bounce alone is enough to get us top four, blood. It's
Yeah,
enough. It's
yeah.
enough, bro.
I agree
Just
with
the
that.
players just playing for the manager picking the right players. Do you know what I mean? Potter ain't the kind of man that's gonna come in and drop Casemiro and Varane. He's not gonna do that. That
No,
doesn't
no,
make
no,
no
it's not
sense.
that.
Those are the best players he's ever managed if he comes in.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
No,
not gonna
no, he's
do that
not.
foolishness to try and make a point in it. And that's what Ten
No, no,
Hag's
he's
done,
not.
bro. His ego is the reason why this hasn't worked out, bro. You can't come into a club like Manchester United with a massive ego with no accolades, bro. It doesn't make no sense.
100%. And when I look at it, top four teams are not even all that. Liverpool was what top of the league, and they're meant to be title contenders, and they're
Mm.
not really. They haven't really been on it all season. Yeah, they've been smacking teams up, but they've been going down 2-0, going down 2-1. Like no one's really at it like that for us to be thinking that we can't get top four. It's not that season where teams are just balling out. And
Mm.
there's no way we can get that. I feel like teams are just better than us because we're crap, but no one's really,
That's it.
you know what I'm saying? No one's really like,
Bro,
oh yeah,
we're 6 points, yeah. What are we 6 points off
yeah, six
fourth or
points
something
off.
like that? But that's what
Yeah,
I'm
six
saying.
points.
6 points ain't nothing. The way everyone's still got to play each other again as well. You know, like that. Like I
Nothing.
think what Arsenal were 8 points clear of City or something like that last season. Do you know what I'm saying? Like 6 points ain't nothing, bro. I'm telling you, January, even without signings, man could turn it around and secure that fourth spot because to me, the top 3 spots are done. The Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal, they got that patterned. But
Yeah,
that fourth spot is there, bro. It's
100%. And
there.
even the second half of the season, like Liverpool are doing their thing, but I don't know, man. Something they let in too many goals. There's something about them as well where they can, if
They look
something,
vulnerable at
yeah,
the back, but they
they
can
look
score goals,
vulnerable,
though.
but they can score goals. But if they have 1 or 2 injuries coming into the next season, next
Mm,
second half of the season, they could also end up being in this fight for top four, man. Any one of them
mm.
teams, except for Arsenal or City. I feel like Arsenal are the real deal on the base of last season. They know
Yeah.
what it takes to win. They know how they lost it. They went and got Rice in, got in a couple other players to say, all right, cool, let's
Yeah, but
take
they
it
got in
level up.
Rice, but they lost Xhaka. You know what it is? I think the balance is off, but they're as good as last season, but the balance is different in it.
Yeah,
They're a better structured team this season. Whereas last season they're a bit
yeah,
more free flowing and a bit more dangerous in a different
yeah,
kind of way, innit? But I think they're at the same level. I think City are at a lower level, which would mean that
yeah,
logically Arsenal should pip City, but it's one of them ones where it's like football's a weird game, bruv. It's like the same way a lot of football fans are looking at Arsenal saying, they won't do it, they always bottle it. Bro, Arsenal players will be thinking the same thing. They're human beings,
true.
bro.
Yeah,
You know what
100%.
I'm
It's true.
saying, bro? They be like, don't let this slip like Gerrard, fam. You know, like that. And it's one of them
Yeah,
ones. That's what they'll do.
yeah,
That's
under
that's what
pressure.
they'll do. I think that the Arsenal players will put a lot more pressure on themselves. And even when you saw Arteta say that he thought about leaving and that at the end of last season when he failed and that, bro, the pressure on him is immense.
Yeah, that's
Because
mad
if
if
he
he's saying
fails
all
this
that.
season, bruv, he has to walk, bruv.
Yeah, it's pressure.
He
It's
has to
pressure.
walk.
And
So it's a lot of pressure.
he might, he might end up at Barca or somewhere because they're looking for someone. Xavi's moving a bit. He's a bit
Mm.
funny over there as well. So yeah, man. So for us, I still think really it's third and fourth is up for grabs. I just feel like it's only going to be really 2 teams in it. I feel like the turn of like this little period that we're going to have when the games are coming thick and fast, and then
Mm.
man still in Europa League as well, trying to ting Liverpool. I
Yeah.
feel like yeah, I think two teams are going to get dragged into this top four race. I don't know who it is, but I think it's just, for me, City and Arsenal. I think Liverpool, Spurs, who else
Yeah,
is in
yeah.
there?
Liverpool
Newcastle.
can be caught potentially, and then
Yeah,
obviously Aston Villa are doing their thing. Are doing their thing at the moment. But do you know what I mean? It's like similar to Newcastle last year. People were overhyping what Aston Villa are doing because on the road they're
yeah,
not very good, and it was the same as Newcastle as well. Amazing
yeah,
home form, away form weren't good enough, and that's why. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for them last season, I knew they weren't really gonna be serious, bro. Until you start picking up the points on the road as well. Like, there's
yeah.
only so serious I can take you.
Yeah, one or two bad home games for City, one or two bad home results, and then all of a sudden things are not looking too good. Because then people are saying, "Rah, they're losing at home where they weren't losing," and we know they don't pick up points away. Before you know it, they're just there saying, "You know what? Europa League's good enough for us. Emery's a Europa League man." You
That's
know
it.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what they'll be playing for secretly. In the back of their mind, they'll just be like, no pressure. Do you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? There's no pressure. We're playing for Europa League. That's how them men are looking at it. So because of that, I genuinely think that a change of manager, just a bit of unity in the dressing room, it's enough, bro. And just the brother picking the right team, bro. No
Change your
egos.
manager.
Yeah, no
I told
egos,
man,
bro.
change
Just
that.
a fresh start, bro. That's what we
Fresh
need,
start,
bro.
man.
Across the
Play
board.
Sancho.
Bruv,
Sancho was the
100%.
sharpest in pre-season. Just bring
But
players back.
also, bro, this brother's coming back with a point to prove now. Because he said, yeah,
Come
you've had
on.
me outside, bro. No packed lunch and that. So now,
Nothing.
man have to come through and do the mad thing. You know like that? Man have to show man,
100%.
man have to show man that you dissed me, fam. Do you know what I mean? So he has
Yeah,
to
there's
come back,
levels.
chip on his shoulder and ball out, bro. Like sometimes
Yeah,
that's what you
levels.
need, innit?
There's levels. And I think
100%.
he's capable of doing that. And I keep saying, I'm looking at Kobe Mainoo, I'm looking at Casemiro. Put Sancho in front of them. Sancho will look after the ball better than
Yep.
Bruno. 100%.
Yeah.
He'll look
And
after the
McTominay.
ball. And McTominay, 100%. Put him there, he'll definitely do that. Garnacho's direct, so he tries the thing. And sometimes he just needs to learn he just needs to learn. But sometimes these type of ballers look better when they're dealing with technicians next to them as well, like Sancho and that. So
Yeah, but the thing is, the weird thing about it is this youth, yeah, is that like the reason why I got no hope for him, yeah, is because he can't take players on, yeah, and he don't pass either. It's like, what does he do?
Garnacho,
Bro, when you look at the stats, bro, someone sent me the stats, yeah, for Garnacho and Anthony, how many times they've actually passed to Hojlund, bro. Like, and bro, like them two don't
madness.
pass him the ball.
Yeah, it's madness.
It's like, bro, you're picking up the ball. You're meant to combine with your forwards and that. Every time Garnacho gets the ball, he does a little step over, tries to cut in and shoot, or he tries to go down the line, gets barged over, blood. Like, that's about it. And then you look at Anthony. Anthony's just a joke man as well, bro. When I look at both of these man, yeah, it's like it's not making no sense, fam. It's not making no sense. If you're gonna play the way he's gonna play, yeah, at least have pace. But he don't have pace, bro. Like he actually doesn't have pace. He's got a little bit of acceleration, but he's got no
That's what he
pace
has.
across the ground.
No, he's got the acceleration, but you've hit
He
it
couldn't
spot
even
on.
run Trent, blood.
No. He's a systems player. That's why I don't get why my man brought him in and ain't playing a system that kind of protects him for his frailties. He's just exposing him by making him a proper United old school winner where you gotta go for the bar line. He ain't got that. He ain't got that in him. So I don't know, man. Anthony's like, I think he's dead, but I still think in the right system you might see a better player.
Yeah, in the right system you get a better player, but also it's the price, blood. Man ain't pay 100 million euros for the right winger that you play away from home because he tracks back and that. You know them ones.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'd use Anthony as. I'd use Anthony in games where it's like we're away from home, it's tense. Man need a bit more technical security. We don't really need a player that's gonna take risks on both sides of the pitch. So I'll play him on one side, use him the way we use Fletcher, blood. You know, like that. But I'm not gonna use Anthony to win games. Like 100 million for that? That's crazy.
Nah, it's sad. Because left-footed players are normally tidy, man, and his left foot is one of the worst that I've seen in a game, man. It's baggy. Like he can't even do like it's baggy, man. It's like he can't even cut in and just bang it top bins.
He tries
He's
to whip
always
it all the time.
Yeah, but it's just he can't. Nah, man.
You
Left-footed
don't hit the
players are
target.
normally.
It's crazy.
Almiron is better than my man.
Yeah,
and I thought Almiron was a miss, but Almiron is actually better than my man, and that's what's mad.
Bro, he's trash. Man. He's trash, bro. And that's what I mean. When I'm looking at this Man United team, it's like, man legit have, Martial, Rashford, Sancho, them man haven't been playing, blood. And don't even
None.
factor in the fact that Ahmad's injured, and coming back. And then we got Mason on loan. We've got 5 ballers that are better than the 3 man that we're starting every week.
It's madness.
5 man, And that's why
Madness.
that's why when man are going on like, we need to buy this and buy that and buy that, bro. If we just have everyone available, and a proper coach, I swear man can see some football, that we've never seen before because we got the players.
Yeah, first things first, they gotta get Greenwood back on the plane, man. They gotta accept it, man. They gotta stop playing games, man. Get him back on the plane. First class, everything. Just stop playing games, like not even economy. Put him up front, first class, business class.
Bro, enough's happened now. Man, it's blown over. There's too much that's gone on in this country now. Man can't still be thinking about that. Man ain't talking about it no more. Just
but you can't have Barcelona scouts and Real Madrid scouts watching him, and we're here talking about we're too good for this. Too good for what? That's what don't make sense to me. You can't have all these big teams sitting there watching him game after game while United are just on some relaxed thing about the situation. What were you relaxed about? You know what I'm trying to say? I don't get it.
Making sense.
And these men have got ballers playing in them positions up front, ballers that we need, and we ain't got no one. We got Hojlund. Hojlund, brother, I told the man diss Lukaku, boy. That's all I'm saying. Diss Lukaku.
Bruv, he's Lukaku, without the strength, blood.
This is what I'm trying to say. Because man diss Lukaku. Lukaku was like 1 and 2 for United. This brother, I can't see him being a 1 and 2. And man diss Lukaku. And this guy here,
never going to be a 1 and 2.
Nah. And he's moving like, man, it's just too much for him. But then I think, right, he's 20 years old. He should never be put in a firing line. He should just be on the bench. And I would have put him, you know what? I thought Hojlund could have done the Greenwood role. Put him on the right. He's 20 years old. Let him get used to the wing where there's a bit more space. He can cut in with the left foot. His left foot is definitely more tidier than Anthony's.
Yeah,
definitely. He can cut and bang. Yeah, he can cut and bang. Anthony cannot do that. So I'm thinking, get rid of Anthony, put him on the bench, and then put Hojlund on the right. And I think we'll see more of him. And I'm just surprised that all season, my man hasn't started Hojlund on the right with Martial up front. I'm just surprised he hasn't done that.
He don't know what's going on, bro. Like Ten Hag don't know ball, blood. I don't know what it is, Obviously, man heard that he grew up in a rich family and he could have done whatever he wanted. So he just said, cool, let me just run this football thing for banter. You know them ones there. Man said his family got balling, like old money balling, like that.
Yeah.
So man said, let me just run this football thing, bro. Because the way he's moving, he ain't moving like no football, man. It don't make no sense, bro. We've seen it, Some of the best strikers that we've seen, playing football, a lot of them start their career playing out wide so they can learn the game.
Come on, man.
And now you're looking at this guy right now. Play him out on the right so we can see the game, get used to the pace of the game, start having more touches of the ball and get more comfortable acclimatizing to the Premier League. You've thrown this guy right in the deep end, playing at centre half, and he thinks that, centre forward, and you think that he spends more time wrestling centre backs than he does actually getting involved in the game.
Yeah. That's why. He's got to go. He's got to go because the more you even say it, it's the worse it gets. Because the fact, if he was on the right, he would have arrived late in the box. He would have scored more goals. He would have had 1 or 2 to his name in the league. He would have learned much more about the game because of the space that he gets there. And now you've put him up front in a difficult league with these difficult defenders to deal with at 20 years old. And now he's forgot himself. Now he's just battling every day. Man's saying he's just doing bare WWE. Bare wrestling on the pitch.
Yes, it's not making sense, bro. He's not doing it, bro. And the thing is, he's just not even smart because you know what? He's got a decent amount of pace, but we never see it. We never see it. He's meant to be one of the quickest players in the league, bro. And we
don't see it. But imagine on the right now. Yeah, wrestling. Imagine him on the right now on those counters. We'll be seeing that pace.
But that's what I'm saying because Liverpool done it. They stuck Nunes out there. Do you know what I'm saying? And even when you look at Mo Salah as well, bro, like before, obviously his legs had gone. Bro, that kind of pace out wide is devastating. He's got enough pace to take a touch, push it down the line and ghost a man. He's got that. So why are we playing him down the middle where he's spending, the majority of his game, facing the opposite direction that he wants to be facing, bro? He don't want to be facing his own goal. He wants to be facing the goal he's shooting at. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know how this manager hasn't decided. Like I said, either try a thing and play 2 up front, play him with Martial up front, or play him on the right, bruv. But the manager's reluctance to even try and change the system or something, in his mind, he believes this is working.
Yeah, he's mad in the head, man. I can't get because even Martial, we know he's gonna hold up the ball, and if he don't score, he's gonna do the Robert Firmino thing where he's gonna let man run off him. He's gonna hold up the ball, and letting a man like Hojlund run off him is perfect. Like let him do it because he's gonna be able to do that role and do it well. And he's not even been injured. Like Martial's just fit. He's there now. He's able to play these games. And if he's not gonna score, he's gonna allow. And I think that's what's missing. And I think that's what's affected Rashford as well. Because if you see last season, Rashford was good with that false nine, with that someone being up front so he can run off it. So let's get back to that. Put Martial up there, put the Rashford on the left, put Hojlund on the right. Let's try something. Let's go for it.
But this is it. The man were cooking Weghorst, yeah. But bro, he was doing more for us than Hojlund, bro. He was doing more because at least the ball was sticking when it went to him. And also, he's got a physical presence. Like, you weren't seeing him getting dashed. He weren't on the floor, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? When he was holding the ball and he was linking it, even when he dropped into the 10, man's dropping into the 10 and playing passes and that. Like, he was a better footballer, like, in his mind than this Hojlund. This Hojlund's 100% just relying on his physicality, bro. He don't have a football brain at the moment. And it's like, if he did, he would be looking at this like, hold on, I've played 13 games or 14 games or whatever. This ain't really working out. Let me try something different. Maybe let me pick up some different positions. Instead of playing on the player, let me just play in that little pocket of space here, see if I can get on the ball. Like, he's doing the same thing and he expects a different result, bro. Like, it's not going to change.
No, he's lost himself, man. The manager does this, man. He's lost him. He's lost himself and he just does. Yeah. And he's 20 years old, you know. So I think it gets to the point where the doubts crept in now. He's just thinking, here we go. Yeah, another
maybe
long
I'm not meant
day.
To be here.
Yeah, maybe I'm not to be. The level's too much, blah, blah. It's all crept in because, but I look at Atalanta. Atalanta had him on the right at games. He wasn't always up front. They had him coming off the bench. I don't know how you just bring him here and think you're going to make my man number 9 at Old Trafford. Like, yeah, you come to Man United and you're the main man up front. I just don't get it, man. I'm just sick and tired of this Erik Ten Hag anyway. I said it already. Like, if we lose that to West Ham and Villa, which I predict we are,
we'll lose to at least one of them. You know, like that. Because it's one of them ones where West Ham away ain't no easy game, cuz.
No way, man.
They ain't no easy game. Not the way we're playing. Do you know what I mean? Because it'd be just like them to just do man off on set pieces. You know, like that. Because this is what we're on.
Listen, you know why they pepper us? They pepper us because we don't think they're Liverpool. So we're not going to be on this defensive thing. We're going to try to stick our necks out and be like, yeah, we're coming to ball at West Ham. All right.
But that's exactly what I said. The way we set up against Liverpool, that's only acceptable because it's Liverpool. You know, like that. Like, we're not going to go and set up that way against West Ham, and we're not going to set up that way against Villa. Even though, when you're looking at the form, Villa's second in the league, we probably should set up that way.
We should be like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we won't because it's not the same name. So because of that, there's a beating in there for us somewhere.
I see us losing both games, or at least drawing one and then losing. And it just doesn't even look good. Like, you just draw your last 2 games, lose one, you end up picking up 2 points from 9. It's just like, where are you going? Where's this man taking us?